Yeni bir videodan herkese selamlar Çift Net izleyicileri. Bugün oldukça heyecanlı bir video ile karşınızdayım. Bildiğiniz üzere Netflix'in sevilen dizisi Witcher'ın yeni sezonu çok yakında yayınlanacak. Ben de bu serinin hem kitaplarını okumuş, hem oyunlarını oynamış, hem de dizinin birinci sezonunu izlemiş biri olarak büyük bir hayranıyım. Aranızda bilmeyenler varsa Witcher içinde kralların, canavarların, büyücülerin ve yaratık avcılarının olduğu fantastik bir evrende geçen harika bir dizi. Mutlaka birinci sezona göz atmalısınız. Kısa bir süre önce Netflix bize ulaştı ve dizinin ikinci sezonu ile ilgili oyuncularla bir röportaj yapmak istemeyeceğimizi sordular. Bize hem dizinin oyuncularıyla tanışma hem de yeni sezonu herkesten önce izleme şansı verdikleri için aşırı heyecanlandım. Birazdan dizinin başrol oyuncularından Freya Allan ve Kim Bodnia ile tanışma fırsatı bulacağım. Açıkçası bunun için de aşırı heyecanlıyım. Gelin hadi hep beraber röportaja geçelim ve Witcher evreni hakkında merak ettiklerimizi onlara soralım. Hello, I'm really excited for that. My name is Oğuz. I'm from Turkey. I really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I have few questions for the show. Do you have any plan to expand the Witcher universe?
Yes, I have a lot of plans to expand the Witcher universe. Probably too many to actually accomplish. But yes, absolutely. I think because this Witcher show resonated with so many fans in so many different ways all over the world, we started to see that there was an opportunity to reach even more people. It's why we, introduced our first anime feature this past summer, and we just finished production on our first spin-off. It really, it allows the main series to stay focused on Geralt, Ciri, and Yennefer, but we get to start to use these other properties to perhaps tell the story of side characters or sort of, the history of the continent, which is what we're doing in the spin-off. Things that we wouldn't have necessarily time for.
Thank you. In the first season, the viewers got confused and then pleasantly surprised by the storytelling. What should we expect on the season 2?
So the storytelling in season 2 is much more linear, and I believe will be much more easy for everyone to follow because all three of our characters are on the same timeline. They're all moving forward through time, which is great. I do think, though, that what that presented us was how are we going to surprise viewers then? If that storytelling is linear, how do we keep viewers engaged and surprised? So we do have a couple of tricks up our sleeves, especially through series eyes. But I think overall, people are going to be really, really happy.
Thank you. What was the biggest challenge you faced while filming season 2?
The biggest challenge that we faced definitely came in the form of COVID, because it's a challenge none of us could have anticipated. And like the rest of the world, we didn't know, at first what caused COVID, how it was spread, how quickly it could be spread, and how to make ourselves safe from it. So we took a 5-month shutdown in the middle of our season, and that was really difficult. It broke up momentum for the show. That being said, when everyone came back, everyone was so passionate and ready to start working again and ready to be part of the Witcher family. And I really feel like all of that sort of joy and all of that trust that our crew has in each other and that the cast has in the crew, that comes across on screen this season.
Thank you. Do you have any regrets about season 1? Is there anything you want to change?
Oh, so much. I mean, I think it's impossible to watch a creative project and not start to second guess what you did or didn't do. There are so many things I'm proud of in that season, but absolutely, there are things I question. Probably story-wise, the thing that I most miss, especially after talking to fans, is Geralt and Ciri meeting in Brokilon before they finally join forces at the end of the season. I still don't know how I would have done it. It didn't work in the timelines at all, but I feel like that could have really benefited our storytelling.
What do you think is at the core of the Witcher story?
For me, the core of the Witcher story is family. You start out with characters who are basically all on their own. They're all orphans in a different way, and they have convinced themselves that they don't need anyone else and they can survive on their own. And in fact, it's important for them to be on their own in order to survive. And that all changes in season 2, and we start to see that what The Witcher is about is love and trust and friendship and romance and being together. We have a thing that we say in the writer's room, which is, together is the safest place to be. And we really start to see our characters come into that this season.
Thank you for answers, Lauren. My question is done.
Thank you so much. It was great to chat with you.
My name is Oğuz. I'm from Turkey and I have few questions for you. My first question is for Freya. In the end of the first season, Ciri and Geralt met for the first time. How do you describe the relationship between them in season 2?
Well, it's one that begins off with, that there's glimmers where you see she's opens up to him in some way. At the end of episode 1, there's a really lovely scene where they're by the campfire and she sort of expresses how she feels in a way, and that scene is I really love getting to do that, and that was actually Henry's idea to do that one, and that was the first moment where you kind of see her maybe start to trust him a little bit. But then their relationship goes through, ups and downs in terms of the fact they're both wanting different things. Geralt wants to understand her and wants to protect her, and Ciri wants to keep everything hidden from him and fly with her training and everything, which is obviously a dangerous thing to be doing, and she wants to become a witcher.
You meet Vesemir, and you wanna go with Vesemir.
Well, yeah.
Good. No, I know you will. As a Ciri and Geralt, the game between you, but I come in.
I love how he's like, let's talk about Vesemir.
I come in between them, and you.
He actually does. So obviously there's this conflict, like there's this sort of like, Dad's just not understanding me type element to their relationship, and then Vesemir comes in, and it's like, someone I can sort of like, scheme with. Let's become a Witcher and make a.
Let's make Witcher.
Yes, exactly.
I let her train, and she's getting better and better to it.
Oh yeah,
It's very good. I mean,
I'm trying to remember the plot, but yeah.
I want to hear.
You do. He's letting me
actually,
train.
yes.
Thank God for Vesemir.
Exactly.
Thank you,
let
man.
her train. I say yes to it.
Okay, my second question for Kim, and this is the obvious question. Have you read the books or played the games?
I have heard the books through audiobooks because I didn't have time to read them. So I was shifting when I was doing that, and I was having the game because my son wanted the game. They loved the game, and I did too. It was great. So I know. It's so well produced. It's so good.
Okay, this question for both of you. What was the most exciting part of the new season for you?
Ooh, most exciting. For me, it was just the whole, when I got the scripts and just saw that I could take Ciri on this kind of like emotional journey whilst also having, getting to do the whole, sword fighting on the side as well. The combination of those two things was just like a dream project for me. So, yeah. And also just getting to meet lots of new, as Ciri, getting to meet lots of new characters was also really exciting. Like all the witches.
And Vesemir.
And Vesemir!
Yeah.
Woo!
For you, Kim?
Yeah, the same. Vesemir.
Same.
No, I was like, I was so happy.
It was me. You were just
I was so
excited.
happy to hear that. I had to bring in emotionally feelings, and we are a family traveling, and say that I'm following the journey that Ciri and Geralt is on, and support that. That was lovely.
Do you think Ciri will able to fit in Geralt and the other Witchers?
If Ciri can fit in with the witches.
Yeah, they have different culture, different traditions, and Ciri is a princess.
Yeah. I think, when you see her first come into the Witcher family den, she does get, teased a little bit by Lambert. He sort of says the pretty princess and all those kind of lines. And but I think the great thing about Ciri is she's got better comebacks than Lambert, So I think she holds her own within this group of very tall men, and she's. I don't think she really struggles with that element, to be honest. I think she sort of shows them who's boss a little bit.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Röportajımızı yaptık. Benim için gerçekten harika bir deneyimdi. Zaman zaman heyecandan ne diyeceğimi şaşırdığım anlar oldu. Bunun için kusura bakmayın. Umarım bu video hoşunuza gitmiştir. Witcher'ın 2. sezonunu Netflix'ten izleyebilirsiniz. Hepinize şimdiden iyi seyirler. Hoşça kalın.